We're checking out Coney Island today, hopefully, if it doesn't rain. It already was raining earlier today.
Yeah, a little drizzly already.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll be lucky and it'll be a nice day to check out Coney Island for the first time for us. So we took the purple line to Punggol, end of the MRT. There's two ways to get to Coney Island. So we decided to take bus 84, which takes us as close as we can. It's about a 6-minute walk from the bus stop to one of the entrances of Coney Island. The other way is by LRT, which we haven't taken, and the only thing about that is from the LRT stop, it's a 15-minute walk to the entrance of Coney Island.
It's a super quiet neighborhood because they're actually still building a ton of HDBs, or the public housing, in this area. It doesn't feel like where we normally would go. But one thing I do have to say is it doesn't look promising because as the bus was looping back around to our stop, I took a quick peek at the entrance, I think, to Coney Island. It's a bridge, and the gate looked closed. If it is closed, what we're gonna do is we're gonna then transfer back to the LRT. So we'll at least do like a 15-minute walk to the LRT from here. Fun fact, if you do take public transportation, you transfer from a bus to a train, you have a 45-minute grace period before it becomes a separate ride. So we actually can save a little bit of money by going to the LRT. And that'll take us back to Waterway Point, which is a big shopping mall, indoors, find food, do some shopping. So worst case, that's our backup plan. And I'm okay with that, but fingers crossed. That's the gate that I saw from a distance and thought it was closed. And thankfully, as we started walking closer, we saw a bunch of bikes and people walking through. So thankfully, there is an actual open gate. But one thing to keep in mind is it does close at 7 p.m. So it's 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
So we didn't bring mosquito repellent. There's a lot of trees and bushes and grass around, so definitely you want to bring that, but hopefully we'll be okay today.
Plus it's raining, so that brings the mosquitoes out.
Yeah, but hopefully keeps them away from us. You do want to keep in mind that you should probably bring your own water bottles, snacks, because this is a self-sustained island, meaning there's no restaurants or any real
just
amenities.
All nature. In fact, there's not even electricity. So even like the plumbing in the bathrooms and the lighting in the bathroom, I think it's solar powered. The water's not potable in the bathroom, so do not drink it. It's just collected rainwater. So
I think there should be a lot of wildlife here. There's a sign that said, watch out for the wild monkeys, which hopefully we don't, I wouldn't mind seeing them. But
as long as they're not bally monkeys, where they're just aggressive as soon as you stare at them, then yeah. But
maybe wild boars. There's a great opportunity to do bird watching, but I don't know if the birds are around when it's rainy, but we'll see if we can spot anything cool.
So another fun fact about this place, it's called Coney Island, which in my mind as an American, Coney Island is where you get hot dogs in New York. This is also known as Pulau Serangoon or Serangoon Island. And back in the day, what was it called?
It was called Hapar Island because apparently the brothers owned the island in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, and the Hapar folks are the ones that we went to Hapar Villa recently as well. They're the ones, or I don't know if it's both the brothers or not, but they're the ones who founded Tiger Balm.
It's raining now, so we stopped by this little lookout point and we got to see some otters. We got Pulau Ubin on the other side.
Which several years ago we did go, so if you haven't been and you're curious about it, we do have a vlog for you.
There's a 3.8 km walking loop, so I don't think we're going to do that today, but we'll check out as much as we can. There's a lot of bikers as well, so it'd be nice to rent a bike or bring your bikes to do the path. And there are two entrances, the east and the west side. Right now we started at the west entrance.
What do you think so far?
It's so peaceful here. I really like it. I haven't seen anybody for a few minutes now, so it's a nice place, especially on a day off, public holiday, to take a stroll.
I agree. It is very peaceful. It is kind of like a getaway from Singapore's big city and all the hustle and bustle, I guess. But there's not a lot of like scenery. It's kind of like if you're just hiking through the woods. Should we go left or right? Chantal's already on the left side, so let's go. What were you reading over there?
It says wear long pants because you may encounter sandflies.
I can't imagine sitting here having a picnic if there's sandflies and mosquitoes around, so I imagine this bench doesn't get used too often.
This is where Thumbelina lives.
What is it?
It's a huge mushroom. It's like the perfect platform for her. I got bit by a mosquito. I saw it.
Hopefully no dengue. I'm feeling things. I can't tell if I'm getting bit because there's like raindrops coming down on me too. Looks like we found a beach. Like a proper beach with sand. And unfortunately some litter that probably washed up shore. Wow, this is cool. Hey, we found a private beach. We've got the whole beach to ourselves. Okay, I think we're close to the halfway point, or at the halfway point. We just passed shelter 2 there. So if you get caught in the rain, I guess, or just need coverage from the sun, that's a good spot. Although you probably are covered by the sun because there's so many trees here. And now we're at like a proper road. And I guess we just keep going that way and it'll take us to the east entrance. Okay, we are on a boardwalk now, going towards the water again. And you can see there's some mangroves, which also means there's probably more bugs. And I'm definitely feeling some itchiness now. Not sure if it's accessible, but I saw on Google Maps that we just passed what's called Hop Har Beach Villa. Sounds like a lovely resort, but if you know Hop Har Villa, you'll know that it's not a beachy resort. Looks like an abandoned old villa that I'm guessing the Hop Har brothers used to use. Chantal definitely straightened her hair this morning, and it is just curly girly. Yeah, wavy, wavy. That's how humid it is. Can't tell from this angle, but there's like homes over there that are being built, like proper houses. I'm not sure if we're just that close to land or if they're actually building homes on Coney Island. I highly doubt it. Quick Google check and found out that is across the water because what they're building there is a 200-room hotel that faces Coney Island in Punggol. Okay, they are building or constructing the East Promenade. So fence back there or gate back there is closed and it's gonna be done in June, which is like next month. Yeah. And it started in June 2021, so we just missed it. I think there's an alternate path, but we're hoping we can get to the East Gate. Otherwise, we have to basically just walk all the way back. All right, there's the sign, so we need to go that way. When it rains, it's snail season here. Word to the wise, anywhere in Singapore, honestly, if it's raining, keep an eye on the sidewalks because you're gonna see a lot of snails and it's really sad because a lot of them get crushed by people's feet and bikes. We found another path on the side of the island closer to Singapore, and this should take us in both directions. So because we came through the west, we're hoping we can just walk this all the way to the east and go from there. Okay, so Google might be wrong because the building, first off, yes, is here, or the buildings rather, and second, it's outward bound. Did you ever do outward bound?
No, I never did. I always wanted to.
Yeah, I never did either. I actually thought it was just an American thing. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. In my mind, it's kind of like an outdoorsy thing, like
Team building and like
just
developing your skills.
in like nature.
Or building rugged, resilient, and confident youth.
Thank you. But now up ahead, I can see the eastern entrance, which I believe there's actually a huge dam there. At least it looks like it would be. I'm hoping we can get across. Otherwise, it's gonna stink. We're gonna have to walk all the way back.
We made it to the east exit. A lot of construction here, of course, but we see the gates right ahead. So we're going to look for the nearest public transportation to take back to Waterway Point Mall.
Over there where that red bridge is close to Waterway Point, because I remember first time when we came here, we did go to Punggol, which there's a vlog for that. And as we were walking around that waterway area, there was that really cool bridge, and we're like, oh, I wonder where that goes, but we didn't actually go to it because it looked quite far at that time.
So, unfortunately, there's not an easy access point to reach public transportation from the east gate, so we're going to walk it.
And it is about a 50-minute walk, because otherwise you can walk 30 minutes to the light rail and then take that, but it's just a few stops. And honestly, it's, I don't know, maybe we'll see how we feel. I think we pass it on the way. But City Mapper and Google Maps was actually recommending us to go back through Coney Island, and I was like, no, don't want to deal with the bugs. This road is much more smooth and paved. Plus, the park closes at 7 and it's about 6:20, so. Okay, 10 minutes-ish. You think that was about 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Walk down the park connector, and we are now at the Lorong Halus bridge.
We are all the way over there.
Okay, we are now walking. I don't know, we haven't decided. We might take the LRT. It's still like a 35-minute walk from here. But we're on the park connector. We cut through some HDBs. And actually, these HDBs were not here last time. In fact, they were still under construction, I recall.
We've decided we're just gonna walk it. Alright guys, that's going to be it for us for this video. We're going to head to dinner. I can't wait to see what we find.
Hungry. And what are your overall thoughts?
I liked it. It's a nice little half-day trip activity. Check it off our Singapore bucket list. Hope you enjoyed our adventures to Coney Island.